4-0 in a conference. The program's 4-0 in a conference for the first time in 10 years. But I get the real sense that you guys don't really look at that a whole lot, do you?
No, I mean, when we walked in the locker room and Coach said his speech, the last thing we said to ourselves, I mean, we didn't say 4-0 or anything like that. We said 7 more games. And that's something that we got to continue to keep working on and really focusing on the most because, I mean, there's going to be nights like today. I mean, shots weren't falling for us and being able to come out with a win like that the way we did today, especially down the stretch, it helped our league record, but we got to continue to keep coming in and practice and working hard.
Mac was doing a nice job getting out in transition early, but last part of the second half, you guys were able to bottle him up. What did you do to slow him down?
Just fell back on the press. I mean, he's one of the faster guards in the league, and being able to make him try to shoot over the zone, especially like with me and him at the top, and with G as fast as he is at the top. I mean, it's kind of hard because we try not to get hit with screens at all. So I mean, you're gonna either have to shoot over us on the zone or be able to try to drive past us, and that's kind of tough.
How big is it for you guys as a team, SK and Justin, maybe not playing at their best, but the rest of you able to step up and carry things and help get a win?
That's a big part. It takes the load off the upperclassmen to feel like that they don't have to do everything, that you can look onto your younger players, that you can trust your younger players to make the right decision or get the right bucket. So it kind of helps the upperclassmen a lot. It takes pressure off their back.
When you had that fast break and one, you showed a lot of emotion there. Was that a shoulder shake? Was that almost a shoulder shake? Or do you know what you were doing there after that?
It was just one of those tense up scream. It was one of those hype moments that it was a great pass from SK. It got the crowd into it. Just momentum to keep us going, to keep us moving. Got the bench into it. It just brought us all together as one to continue to do what we did.
Freshmen don't get a lot of moments like that. What is it like to have a game like that and have moments like that? Is that a kind of a cool? Is that a unique feeling or something?
It's big. Growing up, I've always wanted to do something like that. You watch TV, you see everybody else doing it, screaming, watching Cincinnati. SK making the face, Jack making the mean face, It's one of those like, man, I want to do that. So when I got the opportunity, it was one to never forget.
So is that gonna have to be your move now? Is that gonna be your thing that you're gonna go to, or you
it can be? I don't know. I ain't decided. That was the first one. So we'll see if I get more on what I do.
But what was the biggest adjustment for you here, and when did you feel like you got to the point where you belonged here?
Biggest adjustment is probably the speed of the game. And how big and strong people are. Coming out of high school, I couldn't do what I did in high school when I got here. Everything was getting blocked, or they're physical, much stronger. So that was like my biggest adjustment when I got here to get in the weight room, because I rarely lifted weights. So I learned that body control, slow it down, trust your teammates, that you give it up, you get it right back. And I feel like that's my biggest adjustment.
Do you go through a process as a freshman where you kept to prove to yourself that you belong on this level?
I would. Yes and no. You work so hard, you get there, and then everybody else wants to beat you because they feel like that you're not better than them. So you got to work that much harder. And I took that into consideration, and I worked that much harder.
SK, does it feel different running the break next to him on the wing? Because it just seems like he has the feel for where to deliver the ball, when to put it there. Does that feel different for you guys when he's got the ball pushing it?
Yeah, because he's more so, he can score. He knows that he can score, but he's so unselfish. I mean, if you give it up, if you don't have a clean layup, he's gonna give it right back. I mean, he's gonna try his hardest to make the defense play him, and then he'll make your job a lot easier. You just gotta finish it, man.
How much of a spark were his threes? Did that finally get you guys going?
Yeah, I mean, it got us going big time because, I mean, no one else is really hitting like that. So, I mean, him being able to come off the bench and do something like that for us is amazing.
What did you think of his game the first time you played with him this summer?
During the summer?
Yeah, first time you played with him, what did you think of him?
He could pass. I told Coach he can pass.
That's what you told him?
Yeah, and Coach said, yeah. That's
what
why I recruited him.
That's what you're considering, right?
Yeah, Coach, he can pass. That's why I recruited him.
Sean, you think about if you guys played the way you do in the second half, you played that way the whole game, you guys might be #1 in the country.
It's funny that Justin said today, he was like, because we know that we was coming in to the second half, we was only up 2. And everybody was coming to the locker room and just like, yo, like, come on, like, And then Jack was like, "Come on, y'all know we a second half team, y'all. Come on." Cool. So I mean, we're so basically used to just being a second half team and really coming out with fire on the second half. I mean, it helps us down the stretch because it wears the defense down. I mean, the opponent down in the first half.
Is that
Can you show
your
us-
Justin Jackson impression?
Huh?
Is that your Justin Jackson impression?
I can do it 10 times. Bro.
And you know how complete you guys are. I mean, 4 guys in double digits tonight. Sanders was almost in double digits. I mean, this team is really growing.
I mean, coach, he knows that everyone on his team can score, and the only thing that what he encourages us to do every time, like we do get the rebound, is go. I mean, that's something that you don't rarely see from a college coach. Like when he tells you, like when you get the rebound, go. Like play with confidence and keep going. Like don't. His number one philosophy is don't look over at the bench, because he don't want us to feel as if like someone is basically like he's going to scream at us or anything like that. He wants us to feel comfortable on the court and continue to keep running up and down.
And the guys that were afraid to shoot, he was talking about a few weeks ago, their guys are starting to shoot now.
Yeah, I mean the guys that, because we know that, I mean they're going to be top, like they're going to be keyed on me and Justin and like mostly the shooters, but like for the freshmen, like especially like for Troy, they're not going to be so keyed up on him like that because he's a freshman. So and we all know that he can shoot. So when he gets the ball back on the 3-point line, it makes us a lot more easy because we know he's going to shoot it and make it.
Can you do the Justin Jackson death stare? No, that was it?
Nah,
You didn't. There you go.
Troy, you didn't really shoot much in high school because you had the ability to get to the rim pretty much whenever you want. How was it building that confidence now? Because it wasn't a weapon that you really had because you never had to use it.
That was another adjustment. High school, I didn't really shoot a lot of jump shots, but over the summer, once I learned during open gym that I can't get to the basket because everything was getting blocked, the coaches kept telling me you gotta learn how to shoot or shoot under pressure. So, like we used to go to the gym at night and during like morning workouts before class in the summer, they would tell me just keep working on your shot, keep working on your shot. And I finally realized like what I got to do and how to make myself open to shoot. And once I found that, it's a big factor to my game now.
How big is the minutes Dave has given you guys the last 2 games? I mean, it seems like it's added a different dimension.
I mean, Dave, he's all year long. I mean, he's worked so hard in practice that when he does get in the game, I mean, his minutes are very valuable to us because we know that, I mean, when he's in that paint and God forbid, like when things do happen, like when they do drop to the basket, he's just gonna block everything, and that's something that we need from him, knowing that he can catch it like 2 feet in and dunk the ball or be able to block shots and grab rebounds. So him being able to get the minutes like that and his practice time carrying over to games is very huge for us.
How would you rate Troy's reaction, his move that he went to today? Today, the one he did today. Did you
The
like
flex.
it, or the flex shake thing?
Skill from 1 to 10?
Yeah, 1 to 10.
I say a 7. I've seen him more intense in practice.
Room to grow.
Yeah, I ain't gonna give him that yet.
Any more questions? Thanks, guys. Thanks, man.